Hello everyone, welcome to my first video on my YouTube channel. I am your host, Galaxy, and for my first video I'm going to be playing Terminal Railways. This is a game on Roblox, and the trains were mostly made in a program named Blender. And this is a game about trains and driving them. Basically, you go places and you get passengers and you drop them off. And so this is me. Hello. And today I'm going to be playing. This is not my first playthrough. I played it a little bit yesterday, and it was pretty fun. I got hooked on it, so I wanted to play again for you. But sadly, it won't be my first reaction, but I think that's good, because I was really dumb and I didn't know how to do anything, and I don't think it would be fun to watch me screw up. So here in the menu, you can do things like change that, which I was pressing W, so that's why it did that. Stations if you want to teleport somewhere. You got the map to show you all the routes and stops. You got, you got the run, so you can run. And spawn a train is where you go over here to the warehouse, I think this is, and you go to sort trains by country, developer, new, owned, and events. And today I'm going to be sorting by owned because these are the only ones I can do because they're the only ones I own, and I can't buy anymore because I have not much credits. I have 157, and if you look at these, they can get pretty expensive. So yeah, I have the 158 Riva. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Forgive me if I'm not though. You got the ICMM. And the TGV Duplex. This is the train I'm going to be using because it's my best one, and so basically it's a French, just a French speed train. So I go over here to spawn, and it shows you which stations you would like to go. I usually like to go to Northwell because it's on the yellow route. What I mean by that is, if you go into map, you can see this is Northwell, and this is the yellow route. I like the yellow route because it's most simple, and I don't like confusing stuff. So yeah, here's the HUD, and what you want to do is make sure you're going forward, and press W, and take on your throttle. Now I'm going forward, and, oh wait, let me turn on the sound. Okay, well now I can hear it, and so here I'm going. I love this train. I just got it yesterday, which was the only time I played. Oh yeah, and these red thingies change your track, which I just did. Originally I was going straight, but now I go this way. And here I stop so I can pick up passengers, so I can earn credits, and yada yada. I drop them off, and that's how a train business works, I would think. So it disables you for 45 seconds for the passengers to get on, but here I can talk to you about stuff. That's the train. It goes through me before you would crash, but the developers removed that because people would just troll, and it wasn't fun when all that was happening just get crashed into. And so I can talk about the TGV Duplex like this, and that's a loud train. So basically it's a double-decker train, which is pretty nice, and it's in the French style because it is French, and so basically that's all that I know. It's an electric train. So here I'm going to leave because all my passengers boarded, and I'm going to leave because that train is noisy. So I'm going to speed away, and here I can talk more about the HUD. This will tell you, like, if you're in sticky situations, you can go backward. If you press C, you can transfer to the back car. And if you press R, that toggles this. This is your speedometer, and this is the speed limit. You don't really have to follow it. And this is the emergency brakes. Yeah. So I press that if I want to stop. But since you can't crash in this game, well, with other trains I mean, there's not much point. But I'm going to brake because I know there's a turn here, and if I'm going too fast, I'll just fall off the tracks and kill everyone in the train. I don't want to do that. Actually, maybe I would, but it wouldn't earn me any credits. So, yeah. So, here is a straight path, and I go up. This is the horn. The TGV's horn is not too nice. But here is your passengers, and you know where they're going. And most of the people want to go to Linshire, so that's where I'm going. You will always want to go to where most people want to go. Oh, it's getting really laggy. Ugh. I don't have the best of computers. And so here's I can talk about the cameras. Right now I'm in regular. It's just regular. Follow is when you turn, it follows the direction of the train. And scenic is your camera kind of stays and it just shows you that. You could just do anything with it. And it just follows the head of the train, but the camera will stay there unless you move it. So yeah, it's really cool for nice shots, and I'm braking a little too much. So I'll go to regular again. And here shows you how many people are at the station. You usually want to go to more populated stations, because you'll get more people on the train, which means more passengers, which means more credits. Yada, yada, yada. So I have 210 passengers going to Linshire. If I see here, I started Northwell. If I look up, this is Spring Hills, and that's right here. And I need to go to Linshire, which is right there. So, got a little bit away. So I'll just toggle up the speed a little more and get going. Here I can go underground, which is a cool addition. And here I can talk about the spawning train. I kind of looked through them a little bit, and I found out they had my favorite train. If you didn't know, I'm kind of like a train geek. I'm not that smart about them, but I do like them, and they have my favorite train, so that's what I'm saving up for now. And, oh, that's Eldershire. I thought it was Linshire. The names in this game are kind of similar, so it's kind of hard to know. I almost stopped at that. Here we go. I think we're close to Linshire. I think it's the next stop. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. So I'm going to brake so I just don't pass through it. Which I totally just did. Which means I'm a dummy. So, basically, we're just a runaway train now. I'd be a terrible train driver. So, this is a great way to showcase, though, how you can get in a sticky situation like this and why it's such a good feature that you can reverse. So if you go to a low speed, you can start reversing and then start on the throttle, and then this back car is now the front car, kind of. And honk. And off we go. And I'm coming back to Linshire because I missed it and I'm a bad train driver and it lets you do that. So back I go. I'm going to start braking because I'm not good at handling how fast it goes in the brakes, so I'll just do it early. Oh, and here's the station, so full brake. Oh, yep, and I'll stop. Didn't really work. Maybe I'll go a little more. Here I am at Linshire. This is Linshire, right? Yep. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's over that way. I'm sorry. Now I'm just wasting everybody's time. Well, off we go. I'm going to brake, because this is where I want to stop. And brake a little more. And brake a little more. And throttle, brake, and full brake. Here is the red thing that I was talking about. And if you click it, it switches the track. Whatever it's highlighted is where you'll be going. So now, oops, I'm still in reverse. Oops. I go into forward, and I put on the throttle. And now, instead of going straight that way, I should be going straight that way. Let's see. Did it work? It totally did. Glad I got the pentagraph up. You can't change that in the game. So, here I stop. Let's see if this works. Because sometimes the stations are really picky. If you didn't know, that's another train that went by. And I'll brake stop here. And it did work, and I got a bunch of credits for it. Credits, you can buy new trains and get better, or upgrade your existing trains. But I think that's where I'm going to end it here. Thank you everyone for watching my first ever video, and goodbye.